Hey guys, welcome to Call to the Universe. My name is Chris, and today we're discussing Blair White's interview with Juliette Bryant, an Epstein Island survivor. So, if you guys want to check out the video below, that's Blair White's interview. It's actually quite eye-opening. There's a lot of information being disclosed, and I had a couple of questions I want to go over with the information that she gave out and see what Spirit can tell us further about what's going on and this whole crazy story that is breaking around the world. First question I had is, what can Spirit tell us about Juliet's story? Second question is, was Epstein a shape-shifting reptilian? Third question was, the operation connected to food trafficking for off-worlders? Next is, what is the connection between Michael Bay and cloning? And the last question is, what is the Israeli connection? So, using the Alt Tarot and the Golden Girls Tarot. So, let's go into the first question. I'm using different types of spread, just a 5-card story, see what's going on, and then use the Golden Girls as clarifiers. So, what can Spirit tell us about Juliet's story? Let's use this one's Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Empress, Ten of Pentacles. Probably gonna do a part 2 because I think it's gonna take longer than the 10 minutes that TikTok allows. Okay. Pentacles, the Tower, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting enough, all the top cards I got, they're all female. So it's definitely a lot of female energy connected to Juliet and her struggles with this maniac and everything around all the craziness. First of all, Three of Cups. So, anyone that knows the conspiracy about this whole thing knows that it involves this substance that we hold inside, that if we are treated with an adrenaline rush, it creates the most potent drug that apparently occult people love. So, first one. Second card, we got the Queen of Pentacles. So, I think definitely it's giving a lot of weight to her story. Second card, Page of Wands. We're moving to new territory. So, the information that's coming out is moving us into a territory where we're going to find out the craziness of this world. Next card, Empress. We're moving into more of breaking the bounds, chains of control of the intrigues. And I feel like it also is connected to her that, sharing her story is pretty much setting her free from the darkness of what happened to her. And the Ten of Pentacles at the end. This story and the information is going to come out. It's going to be shared worldwide, and it's going to basically, the whole thing connected with the Epstein list is going to break basically the matrix. It's it, guys. And then clarifications. Okay, Nine of Pentacles under the Three of Wands. So I wish come true that finally we get to know about the party substance. Clarification on the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower. This is shocking information of her story, is completely shocking. The clarification of Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. We're moving to new territory. We're looking at it from a safe distance. And Two of Cups, a clarification for the Empress. Basically, she is getting a lot of balance, sharing her story. And Five of Swords, clarification for the Ten of Pentacles. So basically, this information is going to lead for a lot of people to abandon the matrix as we know it. So that's interesting. Okay, next question. Here's a clip of Juliet talking about her seeing Epstein in the New Mexico ranch shape-shifting into a reptilian.
Strange sky vehicles, on both coasts of our country, and what those are, and if that's a threat.
In New Mexico, I saw Epstein.
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I saw in New Mexico, I saw a UFO in the sky. Then I've got that flashback, weird memory, waking up in a laboratory with 6 people in hazmat suits around me and a female doctor, and I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed and I was naked and I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. And then this doctor came near my head and she said, "Don't worry, everything's okay." And I was out again. And I also saw Epstein shapeshift on the island. That was before. This happened in New Mexico. When I was on the island, I saw Epstein like suddenly, and people have actually asked some pretty good questions recently. It wasn't like I saw him turning like the Incredible Hulk. What happened is, it was when I was taken in the bedroom the one time, and he had like a blanket up to here, And then I looked away and I looked at him and suddenly it wasn't him anymore. It wasn't like I saw him turning. It was like it was him. And I looked away and then when I looked back, it wasn't him. It was this weird creature. And then I looked away and then I looked back and it was him again. You know, and I can't really explain that. I mean, I can explain it as well as I can and I can understand. Do you know what? If someone else told me this, like I keep saying, I wouldn't believe it. I totally
Yeah.
wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, this person's either mad or they were on drugs or something. But the
And
problem is that I saw it and I wasn't on drugs, like as far as I know.
100%. And just so you know,
So let's ask the question: was Epstein a shapeshifting reptilian? There's definitely a lot of heavy energy with this topic. Okay, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Page of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. And yeah, according to her information, he's still. Oh no, not according to her information. If you watch Tarot by Isabella, she also explained about the whole client list, Epstein stuff, and she did see in her crystal ball that he's alive. He's somewhere hiding, so motherfucker never died. He's alive. Okay, we get Judgment, the Star, the Fool, Four of Swords, the Hierophant. Okay. Yeah, struggle with judgment. These shape-shifting people cannot hold their light anymore. Well, not light. Their mask is being uncovered. And there was that video, I'll put it up here. Remember, I think it was 2 years ago, of that lady in the airplane saying, "This motherfucker ain't real. I'm not sitting there." Yeah, she definitely saw something. 10 of Wands and the Star. 10 of Wands, endings, fire, and the Star. I think it's further telling us that they're compromised, that they're being put into a vulnerable stage, that, you know, this is a heavy load, they're not going to be able to hide any longer in this earth. And Page of Cups, so a surprise and a yes with the Fool. So these fools, yeah, the information is true. These guys definitely mixed with something. And, you know, they're being discovered. King of Cups, you know, someone that hides a lot of stuff. And the Four of Swords, hiding that information. And Queen of Cups with the Hierophant. So yeah, wish come true. Queen of Cups, emotional. This information is being channeled now to a lot of us. Okay, cool. Stay tuned for part 2. Like, share, and subscribe.